In the last session, we talked about RRC states in 4G and 5G, and we talked about the state machines for the transactions happening between these RRC states. We also discussed new RRC state in 5G, which is RRC inactive, and we learned how it can help to improve latency and overall network responsiveness, and how it reduces the signaling overhead between radio access network and core network. Now let's have some overview on 5G core network. Well, we all knows that when LTE was first introduced, it has focused on providing two main services. First is voice call and second is mobile broadband. LTE uses two type of connections to support these two services. Number one is guaranteed bitrate for voice and number two is non-guaranteed bitrate for broadband services. But 5G is designed to handle a wide range of services, and each service has different needs and performance requirements, means different quality of services. For example, some of these services are massive machine type communication or mMTC, which send very small amount of data after some specific period. We have eMBB services or enhanced mobile broadband service, which handles large amount of data transfer. Next, we have ultra reliable low latency service or URLLC service. These services are time sensitive and hence they require a better latency from network. So you can say that 5G is one single network, but that has to support many different type of services. To handle all these different type of services, 5G network has to be very flexible. However, as a general phenomena, more flexibility comes with more complexity. So we are needing more automation and programmability in 5G network compared to the 4G network so that we can reduce some of the complexity in the 5G network. So for all these purposes and to make 5G more powerful and more flexible, we developed some of the new concepts like network slicing, service-based architecture, network virtualization, etc. It is also important to note that if operators only provide basic connectivity, then their business growth is expected to be just 1.5% per year. But if telecom operators also becomes service enablers or even service providers, then they can grow their businesses much more. And based on the studies, their revenue can grow nearly 13.6%, as you can see in the right side. And this is actually a very good growth compared to the legacy services. Here we have a detailed view of a market size for operators when they are acting as a connectivity provider or if they are acting as a service enablers or even as a service provider. So as you can see that there is more revenue potential when operators act as a service provider. To understand this, first we need to understand the role of connectivity provider, service enablers and service providers. So in very short, a connectivity provider simply offers the basic telecom infrastructure and internet connection. Next is service enabler, when the operators allows their network capabilities to the other companies so that they can build their own application on top of their network infrastructure. And third is service provider, when the operator builds their own services on top of their network capabilities and provides those services to the end user. Let's look at some simple examples. Let's assume that AT&T launches its own streaming services just like Netflix. In this case, AT&T will act as a service provider and the services would be video streaming and on-demand TV shows. On the other hand, operator can also offer their network storage capabilities to a company like Netflix. This means operator is allowing Netflix to use their data centers to provide better viewing experience on 5G devices. Netflix can also build their application on those data centers. In such cases, operator will act as a service enabler and it is allowing Netflix to utilize their network capabilities and storage capabilities. The third possibility is that the operator can just provide the internet service and the third party company offers a streaming network and streaming services and they will store their content outside the operator network. In this case, the operator role is just like a connectivity provider. If we consider all these different type of rules, And if operators also play an active role as a service enabler or even as a service provider, then there is a strong possibility for operators to gain a bigger market share from the 5G potential. And as an operator to play these different type of roles and to become service enabler or even service provider, operators actually need to implement new concepts and technology like network slicing, service-based architecture, network virtualization, etc., which we will be talking about. So in the next session, we'll be talking about different elements of 5G core network, and we will also see how they are different from 4G core network. We will learn that what are the new elements that are added in the 5G core and how the responsibilities are divided to new 5G core elements. So stay tuned for the update. If you did not subscribe till now, then please do subscribe to learn and grow community for regular updates. If this video is informative, then please like this video, comment on video, and don't forget to share. Thank you for watching.